So before I take you a tour around St George's, I'll just show you the back end of the building. I'm guessing that is quite something when you're on the other side, but I think it's got some meshing over it, so it's not quite going to be the same with a light on it. But it's quite a big burial ground around it. I think I've walked around here in the past and seen some graves with J notations on them. So rather than being 1725, there'll be J725, as though 1,000 years was added to our history. But I think there was some law passed at some stage where they said they couldn't bury bodies within sort of town centres. So the graves aren't more recent, they're more older graves around this church. So that's just the start. I'll take you a tour around St George's now. So we're outside a beautiful church called St George's. To me, I actually prefer this church more than the actual cathedral of Sheffield. The one bit around this area, there was a lot of housing around it. Now it's all university around here. It's got some beautiful stonework and also the windows as well. It's such a shame when you look at the windows, they're covered over. I know they're trying to protect the windows from vandalism, but when you're inside you're not going to get the same effect inside with those beautiful coloured windows. And this is now the psychology department for Sheffield University. It looks quite a little bit like stonework on Rotherham Minster, because I prefer Rotherham Minster to Sheffield Cathedral. I'm a Sheffielder, but I've got to give it to Rotherham. It's a far better church. I think it's All Saints at Rotherham. We'll get another angle from the other side. So we're at what could have been probably the front of the building. See the tower there? But just imagine this would have been surrounded by housing people lived in. It's not the natural environment for it because it would have stood tall above everything else. But we'll get another angle from around the side as well. I'll just walk around the side and re-video it from around the side as well. So I'm now stood on Broad Lane, and you can get a really good view of the church from here. Just show you right on the top. Like I said, it's not quite as ornate as the cathedral or Minster in Rotherham, but to me, I much prefer it to the Sheffield Cathedral. And you can see the section it's now in, that's the diamond building. I've just seen it on a sign. Versus this beautiful St George's Church. So that's it, over and out from St George's in Sheffield.